Well, folks here in Redland would say a pleasant one now to you. Good evening and welcome to Tubman University Radio. And of course, we bring to you programs of information, education, and entertainment right here on our subsequent broadcast. On this beautiful Tuesday, we like to say whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, keep it positive and continue to listen to Phoenix FM, Topman University Radio, as we bring to you more and more. The time is 8 minutes after 7, and we do apologize for coming up this late. And this I'd like to welcome you to the program Youth Talk. And of course, if you don't really know about Youth Talk, let's just hint you a bit about it. And of course, Youth Talk, it is a dynamic weekly radio program right here on Phoenix FM 102.7, Topman University Radio, hosted by me, Victor D Quitee. And this program provides a platform for meaningful conversations on issues affecting young people and communities in Maryland County and across Liberia. And of course, each episode features thought-provoking, discussion, expert guests, youth leaders, and community voices addressing topics such as education, leadership, entrepreneurship, health, mental wellness, faith, politics, albeit, and community development, entertainment, and personal growth. So it is just more than a talk show. So this youth talk program inspires, informs, and empowers young people to become possible citizens, responsible ones, confident leaders, and agents of positive change through honest dialogue and practical solutions. And of course, this program definitely encourages listeners to think critically and involved in communities work to help build a brighter future for their community, for their town, for their city, the village, the county, Liberia, and the world at large. And onto this discussion of the program Youth Talk, we will be highlighting a bit about a hint that we've heard from the outside. Probably you don't know, but trust me. We're going to bring out the gossip and make it out to the people, and then you listen up to it. Something great is about to happen within Maryland County, and this has been, brought out by the youth. And we do apologize that today we were unable to get them, but that won't stop us from having it discussed, right? We're going to talk about it because it's very much important. This is obviously the first of a kind that, ahead of big uh, holiday within the Republic of Liberia. Youth will have themselves, group up, not for politics, not just for, riots, not for any other reason, but for the betterment of Harper, Maryland County. So, what's going to be happening in the soonest possible time? What's the objective of what's going to be happening? Today, we're going to raise awareness about environmental cleanliness, encourage volunteerism, inspire civic responsibility, and also to mobilize the people of Maryland County to support the upcoming massive cleanup campaign ahead of Liberia's Independence Day, July 26th, where in Harper, Maryland County. So we're going to encourage our people because this has been a gist that are bringing you. They want to hear smoke and again a gist that are bringing you. But apart from that, we are continuing to play our own roles and we're going to do what we do best. To that, we say good evening, Maryland County, good evening, Liberia, and those out of Liberia following the broadcast. We also go on live via Facebook on our Facebook page, that Phoenix Radio Facebook page. And this has also been relayed on the Liberian Radio and Television Network platform. And to everyone joining us across the country and around the world, we say welcome to another exciting edition of the program Youth Talk, your weekly platform where young voices meet great ideas and real solution. Of course, Victor Quitee, I'm here and on this Tuesday and every Tuesday with a subsequent repeat on Thursday. Tonight, our discussion is one of the thing that concerns every resident of Harper, Maryland County, and our topic is keep Maryland clean. Keep Maryland clean. We need to keep our city clean. We need to keep Harper City clean. So as Liberia prepares to celebrate another Independence Day on July 26th, a, a group had committed, you know, a group of committed young people splitting up a massive cleanup campaign throughout Harper City and entire Maryland County as well. Yes, they are not grouping themselves together to carry on riots. They are not grouping themselves together, to protest, to lock buildings, or to get in the street to fight. But they are grouping themselves together for a massive cleanup campaign for the betterment of Harper City, Maryland County. And you know what? This initiative is not just about sweeping the streets. Do you know that this initiative is about our civic pride? This one is about our civic pride. It's also it's also not just about our civic pride, but it's about public health. It's about taking responsibility for the place we proudly call home. If we can't clean up our place, where else will we clean up? The people always say clean up next to godliness, and it's written somewhere in the Bible. So we got to have that on it. It's about taking that responsibility for the place we call our home. And indeed, exactly, it is. And tonight, we discuss why environmental cleanliness matters, why young people, why youth leaders, why youth leadership is essential, and how every citizen can be a part of this movement to help keep Harper City clean. This group has volunteered themselves. They also have, you know, a messenger group chat. Trust me, over 50 youths are there right now, and the numbers are continuing to add up. Hopefully, we're going to have the entire team invited. We try our possible best, but due to one or two engagements, they were unable to have themselves prepared for today's talk show right here on the program Youth Talk. But we do appreciate you out there. At a certain point of time, we're going to have the lines open up to you. You make your own contribution right here on the program, and tell us how or how do you feel about this initiative coming up. Probably you could make your contributions. You could be a part of it. You could encourage your friends, your family members, your children to volunteer their services to Harper, Maryland County. Did you know that when visitors enter Harper today, what impression do they leave with? Yes, we do know Harper is beautiful, Harper is historical, Harper has, beautiful views of the Atlantic Oceans, nice beaches, but they don't just leave with those, scenes. Also take a look at Harper. Looking at how clean the place is, because once the place is clean, it gets more attractive. Once the place is nice, beautiful, hmm you can have nice beaches, and at the end of the day, the streets are dirty. Do you think people would come? No. I'm not saying Harper is dirty. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying so. But helping to make the place more clean, it's going to attract more people. It promotes tourism. People would like to come and go to Fishtown Beach, go to Tubman Beach, go to all of the fine places we have in Harper, Maryland County. And not just, being attractive and also promoting tourism. What about our public health today? Yeah, we're currently in the rainy season, and some people will say, well, the rain falling, so the place will be cold and mosquitoes won't be able to move around. Trust me, the mosquitoes are taking the time to lay their eggs. and know they use water in a dirty water mostly they use. So the mosquitoes are coordinate using those waters to lay eggs. And trust me, the rain doesn't just fall for the entire day. It takes some time, it will fall, and then the mosquito will still fly around. As the rain falls and then the place is dirty, you encourage more to come. Our public health. So once we're having those places clean and everything protected, so this group with this, you know, idea, we need to embrace it. We need to work together, create more awareness, and you know, incorporate more people. And not just that. Let's say, for an example, if a group go to of a community clean up that place, you know what happens? It creates pride for community dwellers. Unity speaks. It print out a great image of unity to the people out there. Seeing group of people uniting themselves not for money or not for political gain, not for protest, most especially the youth, but to gather themselves together and get in the streets and have the place, their communities and have their streets clean. It means a lot. So as we go about creating this awareness, what will I say to our young people? I encourage you today to keep up the energy with these great ideas that we have. We should be able to use them the rightful way. We should be able to have, our great ideas we got. We should be able to use them the rightful way. How are we going to use our ideas the rightful way? By having ourselves involved in these initiatives. Yes, of course. Having ourselves involved in these initiatives. Here we are today. Here we are today. The youth within Harper, Maryland County are gathering themselves together to help give Harper City a great, you know, face, making it more beautiful and vibrant ahead of the 26th celebration. Isn't that impressive? So we definitely need to have ourselves, together and make sure we help. We join hands together. We join hands together and promote the idea of the youth. And we also have a great task, the youth out there, not just to come up with the idea and let it die. No, encourage more people to come up. It's about volunteerism. You check the chat room right now. I'm also part of the chat room. We have over 75 to 50 people there now, youth, and they are all making preparation with more energy, and they are well prepared to take to the streets today. Once the time and date is set up, not to protest or to block buildings or to block roads, but today, as I speak to you, they are preparing to clean Harper City ahead of Liberia's most honored holiday, our Independence Day, ahead of the celebration. It's going to be massive in other places, yeah. It's not coming down. The countries is not celebrating it in Maryland County, yep. But yet, the youths are gathering themselves together to do this thing. And with this initiative, do you know that this can inspire others? Yeah, people criticize the youths a lot and say, well, they don't have anything, to give back. In fact, all they think about is play and this and that. They criticize them of bad decisions and, not being creative, being people who are protesters, noise makers. But with this thought, trust me, as it continues, something great is going to happen. So throughout our history, Great movements have often, started with young people willing to take action instead of waiting for others. So that Keep Maryland Clean campaign is a perfect example of positive leadership. It is a campaign. This campaign is a perfect example of positive youth leadership. I know you want to know who all are behind it and everything. We'll have them out shortly, very shortly. Now, I want to challenge our listeners. I want to challenge all of our listeners out there. What has my community done for me? Ask yourself, the community, the very community you're in. Ask. And if you can't have that answer, also ask yourself, even if the community cannot do something for me, what can I do for my community? Or you live in a community, you got your house there, you got your friends, you got everybody. The community is benefiting you somehow. Now ask yourself, how can I benefit this community that I am in? We've been in a place for over like a couple of years. We live there, we enjoy ourselves and everything. Let's have ourselves ask, what can I do for my community? So, like the statement, people often, it's been played around. It's not what your country can do for you, but it's what you can do for your country. So, ask yourself, what can I also do for my community? Now, it's important that, having ourselves group up or having youth grouping themselves up to carry on a massive cleanup campaign. But also, this awareness is not just about the cleanup campaign that has been settled or maybe in setting as things get prepared for it. It's not just about the awareness, but it's also to ask ourselves, why do communities become dirty? And also to carry on some preventive measures. We thank the Harper Corporation for a massive work done so far. Always in the street and having a place clean, honoring Jackson Abraham, the mayor Abraham Jackson. He's doing extremely well. Everyone can see it within Harper, Maryland County. Someone saying they may even leave Harper City and come down to the township. Jacksonville should be having her own territorial work and having it done. But yet still, he's all over and making sure that Harper gets a good facelift. So let's also have these things answered. And with that, we have limited work. Yes, of course, we've gathered ourselves so far to have the place clean, but we won't, if we have those measures in place, we won't have bunch of work on our heads. Why do communities become dirty? It's just very simple. Throwing garbage in the streets. Now rainfall, if you pull a plastic, you finish drinking a sachet of water, you pull the plastic down right on the street and rainfall, it enter in the drainage. Rainfall, it will drag it down somewhere, or rainfall will just flash it somewhere, and that plastic you put on the street, it might end up in your community. And right there, the dirt start gathering, and we're not cleaning it. Start gathering. We throw garbage in the street all day. Even we drink, we on our various campuses. We must applaud Tubman University for that. You can find garbage cans all over the entrances of the places you find garbage can. People are making use of it. So if you cannot throw the dirt on your campus, why throw it in the streets? If you cannot throw the dirt on at your office place, you gotta leave garbage in the place. Why can't you throw it on the ground? Say, okay, well, we got cleaner, the cleaner will come sweep, but instead you can, fold it and look for the garbage in the corner and have it, placed there. No, you can't do that one. You can't dirty your place, but you dirty the streets. You dirty your community. If you're not drinking the water, you throw it down. Improper waste disposal. We just take the dirt and put it anywhere we feel like putting it. When the rainfall, the place gets flooded, or maybe, sometimes we even put it in the gutters and block the waterways. At the end of the day, the floods will come back. One other thing that is normally seen around the plastic, the mineral water plastic probably all over. You find it all over in the streets. Made it on big games, occasions, and everything. Right after that, you see the whole place. The mineral water plastic, because we got to drink. We got to what drink. It's important. So the plastic pollution is something that really needs to be addressed. Really needs to be addressed. Open dumping, like I said, we just put the dirt any place we feel putting it, and lack of public awareness. I remember a song from PCK. Is that, I think PCK and that of Liberian artists, right? They had a song called okay, So Fresh and KCW put it in the trash can. So we got to say these things over and over and have our people reminded. Let's remind our people, tell them at the various schools, let's have a time and tell our students, please don't put the dirt in the street, have radio jingles and promos all right. And it will also help create that awareness, continue to create the awareness. Shouldn't just say, oh well, the people are good already, they can have those things done for themselves and whatever. No, let's continue to create those awareness, let's continue to create them, and we find a place. We make Liberia great, we make our communities great, we make Harper City a nice place to be. Trust me, if awareness is ongoing every day, right, we'll find ourselves great. Now, another thing, people are expecting someone else to clean. Yes, of course. You got to see the corporation doing their work greatly. So you get a shop here, right on the shop, you get to the day, but the city corporation, I pay my taxes, so the city corporation will come. What are you doing for your community? What are you doing? So cleanliness does begin at home, and every household probably needs to manage their waste. And if that happens, the entire community benefits. Let's look at, the benefits of Keep Maryland Clean campaign. What's gonna happen? We're gonna have a cleaner neighborhood. We're gonna have healthier families. Yes. Once you start cleaning your place, people can always say you start cleaning your place, malarials, diseases, and everything. You see it start cleaning away. Other communities, you go there, you can't. Once it's 5 to 6, you are unable to sit outside without putting mosquito cords, or maybe spraying the place with mosquito sprays or insecticide sprays or whatever you have that you can use. So our families begin to to grow healthy and healthier over and over and again. When I be rushing to the hospital, hey, I got I'm not feeling already. Go check it. You got malaria. You see. So with this cleanup campaign, as we continue to raise the awareness over and over and again, we're going to have all these things happening. And when you clean the gutters, right? You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna reduce flooding. Right now, the way the rain falling, you're gonna reduce flooding because you finish cleaning the gutter and improve the image of what Harper, Maryland County. And like I said from the previous stage, community unity. This promotes community unity. I remember back then, over like 3 years back, we had the entire Jacksonville Township going to Middlesex. Before entering right there, the border at Middlesex, that big Sony. The entire Jacksonville had the youths together. They were there to clean up that entire place. Victor Quitee too were there. And that entire place got clean and see the whole place was nice. So it improved volunteering spirit. Majority of our youth today, yes, of course, money matters. And these days with the hardship, you cannot do anything without funds. But with unity, with the spirit of volunteers pulling up, you can have donors coming in and volunteering our services and helping out to make your dream a positive one. And at the end of the day, you will have what you want. It might not be enough or plenty, but at least to help facilitate. And it also have a prepare for the Independence Day celebration. Now during our birthdays, when we're to celebrate our birthdays, what can happen? Well, we have ourselves dressed up well, buy our new shoes, new this and that and everything. So that time for Liberia on it. Then you say, yeah, let the government have it done. Yes, the government will do, but what are you doing for your community? And it's also about changing lives, changing attitudes. Now, how can everyone be a part of this campaign? How can everyone participate? How can everyone help make Harper City a great place? How can that be done? This is what we're about to come to right after we take this break, and also we're going to have um, our hotlines displayed right here so that you'll be able to be a part of the conversation. You'll be able to call and be a part of the entire conversation right here. But let's see how best we can take a break, and right after the break, we get started with we continue with our discussion and starting with how can one participate or how can one be a part of this cleanup campaign for a good facelift of Hopper and encourage volunteerism as well. Stay with us. I'm Victor Quitee, and you're listening to the program Youth Talk.
Voda on the beat. Voda on the Voda on the beat. Voda on the Voda on the beat. Voda on the
Okay, so welcome back from that break, and we'll also like to have you informed, just in case you just joined us. This is this is Youth Talk program right here on Phoenix FM, Tubman University Radio, and my name is Victor D Quitee on today's edition of the program Youth Talk. So our lines I now open up to you 080191972 or 0880 probably 0770571010 at the lines to call to be a part, and let's have this entire one ongoing right here. We draw down the curtains at 7:55, and of course this is a 55 minutes program right here on Phoenix FM that comes your way every Tuesday and subsequent repeats on Thursday. But let's get back to what we're talking right there. We're creating an awareness for the upcoming cleanup campaign for July 26th, our Independence Day celebration over in Harper, Maryland County. And of course, this one has been, it's in preparation. The youth are gathering themselves together to have this entire program, to have this entire massive cleanup campaign here at within Maryland County and the other side at Tubman University. So this is what we are saying, and there are a whole lot. Now we asking, how can one be a part? How can one participate? To be a part, the first thing you need to do is to have in mind that you are going to volunteer. Yep, you're going to volunteer. You're going to volunteer during this entire cleanup campaign. And if you're coming, bring your broom, a rake, a shovel, wheelbarrow, and not just that. Bring those materials that you can afford to bring. Encourage your friends to be a part. With that, you can have one to two, two to three, and subsequently five, and you hit 10 people being a part. So the campaign starts with you. The campaign starts with every one of us. Encourage someone to be a part. Encourage someone to be a part. Keep homes and businesses clean. So as the youth are, having themselves prepared for this entire thing, you can also help by having your places clean. Also, those on the main road, on the streets of Harper, you can start. People complain, say Harper got old buildings and plenty of big buildings, and people now even be able to plain it, but they paint it. And at the common man will be telling you, paint your shop, they will close it. That is a huge discussion for another time. But also remember, you need to have yourself asked, what am I doing for my community? What can I do for my community? How can I help my community improve? So you need to have yourselves, at a better place. And let's support this youth initiative. No, we criticize the youth a lot. We criticize the youth a lot. We say, oh, the youth, the only thing they go for are protests and everything, and now they are coming up with this. And the brain behind it, she served once as a president of Tubman University Student Government Association alongside with her partners. Miss Beautiful Dell Johnson. So if you know Dell Johnson within Harper, Maryland County, and you want to be a part, you can just hit her, you know, and say, I want to be part of the chat room and get informed on a daily basis of how it's going to get started, how it's going to, where it's going to kickstart and everything. So Dell Johnson is encouraging you and putting them together to have this initiative done. But one thing, support. Yeah, the youth are volunteering themselves to go in the streets, not to protest, not to block roads, or not to barricade places, but to help make Harper City clean, to help prepare Maryland County for the 26th celebration. So, what can other people do to be a part? If you can't go in the street to clean, you still got a thing to do. You can help support. And how can you support? By reaching out, you know, reaching out to these people, these youth grouping, and help them. People say if that nickel or dancer you get it, you know what? Give it. It will help a lot. If that nickel or down you get, give it. If that couple rice you get, give it. You're forced to go and give tens of thousands or millions or no. The one coin you have, it can help somebody that's sweeping the bad water and get one sachet of water for themselves. So that 10 coin, you can give it up too. That $10 coin, you can give it. So we need to support. We need to help support. Continuously, I will say and say, this time around, the youth are not gathering themselves to go barricade places. They are not going to, block streets. They're not going to protest. But instead, they are going for the betterment of Maryland County. So we need to join hands with them and support. And a clean city should not be something, we practice only for Independence Day or big holiday or big event. We need to make this entire thing our culture. We need to do it almost every time. And to the community too. Who say you can be part of it? To the community youth leaders, try to reach out your message to your people. Tell them how important it is to have this thing done. Invite them, encourage them to be a part. I know there are other things, we'll be saying, what we need to do when they paying the city corporation people. Yes, what you too can do for your community is what matters. They are trying their possible best and they're doing what they can do. But we need to give a helping hand to support. We know schools are closing, and for the annual year, but some other people are still around. Normally for the break, people can go. The place won't be like kind of jam packed, but we're gonna try our best. It's you and I, and everyone's think we can do it. We can make it happen. So our lines are also open 080019172 or 0770571010 to be a part. So as we go about creating this awareness, we're asking you please tell somebody to tell somebody that the youth within Maryland County grouping ourselves together. The youth in Maryland County, they grouping themselves together. And district, they're not grouping themselves together to go do bad things, but to help. I'm not saying they normally do that. That's not what I'm saying. But trust me, it's for something positive to help give our place a great facelift ahead of the 26th celebration. So what we need to do is to support. We need to support because with our support, we're going to have Maryland County at a great place. We're going to make it more attractive as the city corporations also doing their work. So we're urging everybody to take a stand, be a part of this initiative. Take a stand, be a part. Don't abandon it. Yeah. let's support, and let's be a part. I know you've been thinking probably, oh, if I join a group, they are going to just go one part of Harper City to clean it. Yeah, to that, we're gonna have them in as soon as possible time. Trust me. We already wrote our communication to them, to the entire group. Though I'm also part of the chat room. And but for today, due to some other schedules, the head was unable. But despite that, I am here creating awareness on this program, Youth Talk. And many thanks to Tubman University Radio for having this platform for every youth to have a say. So on this day, as we await calls, let's hit a bit of call to actions on this initiative. We know schools are closed somehow. Some schools are still closing, and but the information can still go around from our various community youth leaders. Tell John, let John tell Paul, let Mary be aware, and let Mary tell Esther. And with that, subsequently, the news will just spread like a wildfire. The churches, businesses, the motorcyclists, not just to go wait for somebody to bring them, ride in front of them or yeah, we're using the various streets within our communities and Maryland County as well. We need to be a part. Look at yourself and say we need to be a part of this cleanup campaign. Motorcyclists, you need to be a part. You go in a spare on a $5 you get, you can support also. On a $5 you get, you give it. Say, well, due to some other, but we're not going to have that as an excuse, because somehow some of other people there too might have something in their pockets and say, well, if you continue to just get the money, get the money, get the money, who will be a part? So we encourage you to be a part. Despite your supports are also needed. The strong and capable people, the market women, that day, when things hard or even the market, you go there, just go to buy, it can be a little bit difficult, but we urge you to support as well. Let's make this dream happen. The students, the community leaders, everybody need to work together to help keep Maryland County clean. Keep it clean, as the title of this entire campaign is. Keep Maryland clean. Solomon Nyeman Jr. is asking for WhatsApp number. Okay, the WhatsApp number is my Lone Star number right over there. It's let me post it in a comment right here. It's uh, +231 881 356 918. So Solomon EMI is also monitoring the broadcast and wants to be a part. So I'm about to send up my WhatsApp number. Imagine someone out of Maryland County is also following the broadcast and wants to be a part of it. Let's see whether we can have it. All right. So that's it. That's my WhatsApp number, Solomon, just in case you stay monitoring the broadcast and want to be a part. That's my WhatsApp number. I'm currently active to have a say right here. And we appreciate all those that are, watching the broadcast. We appreciate everybody for watching the broadcast. So we have limited time, roughly 3 minutes of this show. And trust me, every Tuesday we're going to be here bringing to you more and more Every Tuesday, we're gonna be right here on the Youth Talk program, bringing to you issues relevant to development within our beautiful town, our beautiful city, our county, Liberia, and the world at large. So we want to appreciate all those that have been watching. We want to appreciate everyone. My WhatsApp number is right there, just in case you want to be a part, like Solomon Yeman Jr., who was asking of my WhatsApp number. Okay, so we also have the man Solomon Yeman Jr. I don't know whether I can share the link, but let's just have him right here via the WhatsApp line. Hello.
Yeah, good evening to you. Good evening. How you doing, Quitee?
Yes, I'm doing good, Solomon. And how are you doing?
I'm fine. And let me say thank you for the show and supporting the work of the young people.
Mm-hmm.
And let me also say hats off to Wendell Johnson, a very exponential leader who always showing her ability of uniting young people for the common good of the country.
Okay.
And Quitee, I just want to encourage Dell and the organizing team
Mm.
that the cleanup campaign for the 26 is a massive one. It's an idea that everyone who have patriotic scene of the country and the country at large will love to do it. But I want the organizer to like at least have a community city meeting, because if all the communities within Harvard will unite in this thing, we will achieve more than just a few group coming up. Like in the sense that maybe they can meet with county officials to just find a day or a Saturday to then declare it as a cleanup campaign day for the hosting of the 26th celebration. This is what the 179th birth anniversary of Liberia. So it's something that we need to celebrate in a very clean environment. But if all the community doing it independently will achieve more. Like take for example, youth of Tubman Town will gather in Tubman Town and clean up the whole of Tubman Town, Tobyville
Mm-hmm.
Township, Central Harper, New Harper, Lagmas, and all the people, all the youth gather in the specific areas to clean up will achieve more than them coming together to gather in one place and maybe just going to the city hall or the administrative building and clean up. So I will encourage them and the organizing team and you as well that they can meet up with the county leadership to see how best they can find a suitable date before the 26th that they can have this cleaning up campaign. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then it was nice having you right here, and hopefully maybe another time we'll have the link share up to you so that you'll be part, and also to render the pieces of advice. But could you kindly tell us where are you joining us from?
So I'm joining you from India, Tamil Nadu State, the state
Mm-hmm.
of China.
Okay, then it's nice having you. And so far, how's the status?
Yeah, study is going well. We're doing our best down here, and study is all going well. By God's grace, we'll be competing by next year, June.
Okay, then thanks to that, and continue to do what you do best. And many thanks to you for following the broadcast.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me, Chief.
That's great. So that was the voice of Solomon Yeman Jr., who joined us from India and making its own contribution right here. We trying our possible best to bring out the image of Dale Johnson, the main person right here, bringing out, coming up with this initiative, and we say, man, thanks to the man John for also being a part of the broadcast right here. Continue to you know do what you do best. But let's see whether we can add up Dale Johnson right here. Um, hmm, look, we're gonna try our possible best. Time is already out, but let's see, whether we can have it done from here before we move out to our closing arguments are ready. So to be a part also, you can just hit us on our regular lines, 088019172 or probably 0770571010, and be a part right here on Phoenix FM as we bring to you more and more. And would say welcome to the Youth Talk if you're just joining us. Coming up shortly, we bring to you the all right, we are unable to bring up Dale Jones in image, but hoping we have that done next time. So let's just conclude quick as we have up next to bring to you um, a Phoenix News now repeat, but let's conclude with this. So as we conclude today's edition of You Talk, we want you to also remember that the change begins with ordinary people taking extraordinary responsibility. So the upcoming, Keep Maryland Clean campaign is not just about sweeping the street. It's also about building a healthier and more beautiful and more united Maryland County. So as we prepare to celebrate Liberia's Independence Day, let's also celebrate our commitment to protecting our environment and serving our communities. So to every young people, to every young person out there, we say your broom can become a symbol of your leadership, and your time can become an investment to your community. So continue to live up the example and inspire others to act. So let's not wait for someone else to make a difference. Let's be the difference. Thank you for tuning in to Youth Talk right here on Phoenix FM, Tubman University Radio. I'm your host, Victor D Quitee. We say bye bye for now. Do join us next Tuesday for another edition of the program Youth Talk. Do you have yourself a wonderful and blessed Tuesday wherever you are.